do solemnly declare
do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Scott Lilley,
why I, Scott Lilley,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Charlotte and Paul.
to Charlotte and Paul.
Now, Charlotte, I know not
Thou know not
of any lawful impediment
of your lawful impediment
why I, Charlotte and Paul,
that I, Charlotte and Paul,
may not be joined in matrimony
may not be joined in matrimony
to Scott Lilley.
to Scott Lilley.
That I, Scott Lilley, take thee, Charlotte and Paul, to be my lawful wedded wife, to love, honour and cherish the rest of my life.
That I, Charlotte and Paul, do take thee, Scott Lilley, to be my lawful wedded to love, honour and cherish the rest of my life.
Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. One step closer. One step closer. I've died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I love you for 1,000 more. And all along I believed I would find you.
My speech today will be a lot like a miniskirt. Long enough to cover the essentials, short enough to hold your attention. The biggest thank you goes to all of you for coming. The day would not be the same without you. Charlotte and I would also like to thank Sue, Anne and Bill for all your help, and also my mum, who couldn't have done this day without you. We'd also like to thank Mark, Jason, Ben and Taylor for being best men. You've all done a brilliant job. And that brings me to our bridesmaids. Louise, Nicola, Victoria, Alex, Elizabeth, Sarah, Leanne and Cody. And also the flower girls, Summer and Scarlett. And not forgetting Reggie, the little page boy. You all look very lovely today. Finally, I would personally like to thank my lovely wife Charlotte for having me as a husband. And you look very stunning today, as always. Now all that remains is for me to say, enjoy the rest of the evening, and mind strong bones.
I apologise, I seem nervous, but this isn't the first time I've risen from a seat with paper in my hand today. However, I did manage to prepare a few lines earlier. They're just about to kick in, so I'm very good at it. Believe it or not, Scott actually thinks of himself as a bit of an athlete. Just one example is when all us lads went to watch England play in the World Cup. Turned out to get very messy very quickly. So we decided to call it a night and just go back for a couple of beers at Scott's house. Only to find out that Charlotte had also gone out with the house keys. So Scott thought it'd be a great idea to find the drain pipe and get through his top window. Give him his due, he got all the way to the top, but then just let go and he just fell flat on his back. Once we'd stopped laughing, we weren't really too sure whether to call an ambulance or pour another shot down his neck. But on a serious note, mate, Scott, I'd like to thank you for giving me some great advice in the past. being a great big brother. He's most of all climbing the side out every Friday up to Scotland. I have got a pre-traditional speech lined up, and the first thing on the traditional speech is to let everyone know from the Charlotte side of the family what sort of man Scott is. So here it goes. Scott is caring, loving, funny, charming, generous, successful. Scott, I can't read it,
I just want to share a little story that I think sums up Scott 100%. I call it the market story. So once we was down the market, and our Scotty boy had a brand new phone, didn't he? And what he needed for this new phone was a new SIM card. So throughout all the day, we was looking through the stores that might have SIM cards, and none had any. And then right at the end of the day, we found one and finally had one. So Scott's gone over and he said, "Right, mate, how much for the SIM cards?" And the guy at the store said, "You know what, mate, it's been a long day. I'm just about to start packing up. So just make me an offer." And Scott, only Scott, has gone in and said, "I'll give you £6 for it, mate." He only wanted a £5 at the start of it, and he's offered more.
Don't know me, I'm Jason, Scott's little brother, and his best man. I'd just like to start by thanking you all for making this journey and being here today. Especially those of you that knew I'd be saying a few words. It's very touching you still decided to come. On behalf of everyone here, I'd like to say congratulations to Scott and Charlotte, and just to say thank you to you both for making everyone book a couple of days off work. As best men, it was our duty to make sure Scott was here on time, which he was, make sure he had a good breakfast, which he did, and finally make sure Scott had a good night's sleep last night. And believe me, Scott slept like a baby. By this, I mean he went to bed and he woke up crying for his mummy. It's become tradition at Lilley weddings to read a few messages from ex-girlfriends. At Mark's wedding last year, I had to carry a huge black sack and find a few messages to read out. For Scott's, I did have a harder time, but here's what I managed to find. On a serious note, Scott, you've been a great big brother, and it really has been an honour being your best man. Charlotte is a lovely girl, and she deserves a good husband. Thank God you married her because you found one. But to finish off, I'd just like everyone to be upstanding and to raise a toast to the new married couple. To the bride and groom. Yeah, to the bride and groom.